For now.
I haven't gotten to judge it quite yet.
What's that, sir? Well, they're racing little pieces of wood that kind of hold things together and give it structure, right? Sometimes there are electronics too to provide an amplification.
I know sometimes you have what this one, right?
What's that?
You have a guitar with a little tuner or something like that.
It's actually a pickup to do amplification. So it's not to tune it. This one doesn't have a tuner built in. Some guitars have tuners built in. This one doesn't have a tuner. This one has the electronics that I can connect it to an amplifier.
This one does. This one does.
Yep. You can see there's a hole on the very end. And that's where I plug in the cable.
That's cool.
Felix, how are you?
I can show you my picture before.
You have a picture there?
I do.
I'd love to see it.
They're all the pictures of fish.
That's so cool. Now, which one is yours? They're both. You have two guitars.
This one's kind of like my dad's. It's like
Now you said that's a Fender. What model?
this is the.
Can you zoom in on the headstock on the very top piece? Sometimes you can read it.
It's made in Mexico.
It's a Stratocaster made in Mexico, right? Stratocaster is a classic Fender guitar. Classic Fender guitar.
Is it good for
Sure, of course.
Good.
strings on the piano?
Low strings, yeah. My own strings.
You can. You can. No. There's Isaac, please. Isaac, please.
Do you need it? So you might be.
No.
Yeah. Say hi, Grandma Donna. Hi, Grandma Amy. And their husbands.
Electric.
Papa Pete. Papa Hans. Yeah. Turn around, say hello.
Oh, look at the whole family affair tonight. Want to hop in there too? See? I'm happy you should.
That's not what I want. Would you like to? Yes or no?
What?
Makeup on. Try to let it work.
Yes. I can play that. Metallica. I do a lot of bending when I play guitar. The strings, and it's most of the time I usually play down here.
Okay.
And my guitar is that something that gets it out of tune? Because my guitar's always out of tune.
Maybe so. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. I don't do a whole lot of bending myself. So I'm not an expert.
Like I do something like it's right here, so it's hard to bend.
It's harder to bend. Usually you see more people bending around here, but you bend all over again.
Have you ever played iron and bend right there?
I've never done it. No.
It's the B power chord inside the 2, 5, 5, 7, 7, 10, 19, 5, 5, 7.
You're going to be playing circles around me at no time.
You've been playing for 40 years. I'm never going to pass you up.
Never say never. Never say never. I love that you're taking lessons. Just keep practicing.
Do you have a strumming kit?
That's what this is for.
Or he could sing through here. We're not gonna critique his art. Okay. Okay.
Hi, everybody.
No correct words. I mean, I don't care really, but as long as it's works, yeah, I don't care.
actually, I don't use that one, so. For healing or for memory? I can write them if you'd like to keep. Is he comfortable with this thing?
I hope so. You told me. You didn't tell me to stop saying that. Julie's turn.
Is that person also comfortable with this thing?
Is that? I don't know. She's not a member of the community.
Okay. That's not how it's spelled. I understand.
Of course, they just heard me say it to you. But that's okay.
I'm gonna go check to make sure there's not people still in the other room. I don't see them.
It's going around. With the guy. הנה מה טוב ומה נעים, שבת אחים גם יחד. הנה מה טוב ומה נעים, שבת אחים גם יחד. הנה מה טוב ומה נעים, שבת אחים גם יחד. הנה מה טוב ומה נעים, שבת אחים גם יחד. הנה מה טוב ומה נעים, שבת אחים גם יחד. הנה מה טוב ומה נעים, שבת אחים גם יחד. הנה מה טוב ומה נעים, שבת אחים גם יחד. הנה מה טוב ומה נעים, שבת אחים גם Shevet Achim Gam Yachad Ma Tov U'ma Na'im Shevet Achim Gam Yachad Hine Ma Tov U'ma Na'im Shevet Achim Gam Yachad.
Shabbat Shalom, everyone. As we enter Shabbat tonight, a Shabbat that we know will be full of music, I am curious if anybody has anything wonderful that's happened recently to them that they'd like to share. They're home. They're home! There's a few people in the room who I think can say that, right? We're home, we're home, we're home. Yes.
Grandparents' Day on Monday.
You had your grandparents' day on Monday. Nice.
We had a party celebrating my grandpa who turned 90 in June, and my grandma who just turned 90 in December.
Wonderful.
We're going to be celebrating our 59th anniversary next week.
Wonderful. Yeah.
School's out.
School's
Yeah.
How long is your winter break? Until the first week of January? Nice. You got big plans? Sleeping and nice, nice.
We got a call from England and one collect.
Do people still call collect? Would you like to accept the charges? I remember that. I'm sure they still do it. Collect calling was back when I was allowed to use the phone between like 7 and 9 p.m. to call friends that were further away because it was cheaper, right? Remember that? Thank you. For those words. Any other joyful things we're thinking of as we enter Shabbat tonight? Yeah?
My son's getting married in May.
Wonderful.
Mazel tov.
Yeah.
Yes. Grandparents are here.
And they doubled cabin and all.
Anybody else? Let us think of all of this community joy as we enter Shabbat tonight. I'm going to invite you to open your prayer books to page 120 and 121, where we find our Shabbat candle readings and blessings. I'm going to invite Lael and Rala to come up right here to lead us in a reading and light our candles. Reading first.
As these Shabbat candles give light to all behold them, so may we, by our lives, give light to all behold us. As their brightness reminds us of the generations of Israel who have kindled light, so may we, in our own day, be among those who kindle light.
Beautiful, Rala, you can light the candles.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kidshanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu lechadlik ner shel Shabbat.
Wonderful. Thank you, Rala. Thank you, Lael. Let us join together on page 124, reading together at the top. We enter this sanctuary to welcome Shabbat. Within these walls, we sit surrounded by numberless generations. Our ancestors built the synagogue as a visible sign of God's presence in their midst. Throughout our long history and our endless wanderings, it has endured, a beacon of truth, love, and justice for all humanity. Its presence guided our ancestors to lives of righteousness, holding up to them a vision of their truest selves. Now we, in our turn, come into this sanctuary to affirm the sacredness of our lives. May we enter this place in peace. May holiness wrap around us as we cross its threshold. Weariness, doubt, the flaws within our human hearts, the harshness of the weak, let these drop away at the door. In the brightness of Shabbat, let peace settle upon us as we lift our hearts in prayer. We continue singing on page 138.
Likrat gala b'nei Shabbat, nekala lecha dodi. Likrat gala b'nei Shabbat, nekala Shabbat shalom, Shabbat shalom, Shabbat shalom u'mevorach. Shabbat shalom, Shabbat shalom, Shabbat shalom u'mevorach.
Every Shabbat is unique, and that is why we spend the beginning of our services welcoming the Shabbat presence to our community. Because whether it is that there are different people in the room, whether it is you've chosen a different seat, which I know is hard for many of us, whether it is that we ourselves have changed, each week we have this gift to greet Shabbat anew and to welcome the Sabbath into our lives. And with that comes the ministering angels of Shabbat. So let us welcome them as well on page 142 with the singing of Shalom Aleichem.
Shalom Aleichem, Malachei Hasharet, Malachei Elyon, Mi Melech, Malachei HaMlachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Boachem leShalom, Malachei HaShalom, Malachei Elyon, Mi Melech, Malachei HaShachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Baruch Hu Ni leShalom, Malachei HaShalom, Malachei Elyon, Mi Melech, Malachei HaMlachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Tzeitzchem leShalom, Malachei HaShalom, Malachei Elyon, Mi Melech, Malachei HaMlachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu.
I invite you to take a deep breath. As you inhale either something that's fabulous from this past week for you or one of the stories you heard at the beginning of services. And as you exhale, try to exhale all your worries aside. Allow your shoulders to be lifted a little lighter. Stop worrying about the item on your to-do list that you haven't yet gotten to. And just allow Shabbat to be welcomed as you breathe in. And I invite you now to join us on page 144 as we sing together.
Yud Gadal, Yud Gadal, Shemei Rabbah, V'yamadi Vrach Yirtei, V'yamlich Malchutei, B'chayechon v'yomechon, Ufchaye de kol Beit Yisrael, Bagala, Yitbarach, Yitbarach, Vishtabach, Vitbar, Vitromam, Vitnase, Vitatar, Vitale, Vitala, Shmena Kutshabarichu, Leila min Korechata Vashirata, Tushbechata Venechemata, Damiram Biamam, Vimu, Amen.
As we turn the page to page 146, I invite you to please rise. You may be seated. We read together page 148. Blessed are you, Adonai our God, ruler of the universe, who speaks the evening into being, skillfully opens the gates, thoughtfully alters the time and changes the seasons, and arranges the stars in their heavenly courses according to plan. You are creator of day and night, rolling light away from darkness and darkness from light, transforming day into night and distinguishing one from the other. Adonai Sivaot is your name. Ever-living God, may you reign continually over us into eternity. Blessed are you, Adonai, who brings on evening. Baruch atah Adonai, Hama'ariv Aravim. We continue together in the middle of page 151. Wisdom and wonder, passion and instruction, story and symbol. All these things your Torah gives to us, and the more we devote ourselves to it, the more it grows and gives. What could be a truer token of your abiding love than this holiest of your works and the living language that gives it form? Baruch atah Adonai, Ohev Amo Yisrael. As we turn the page and find the words of Shema, I invite you to rise if you wish.
Shall love Adonai your God with all your heart I command you on this day shall be in your heart, shall be in your heart, and you shall teach them diligently unto your children, and you shall speak of them when you sit in your house, when you walk by the way, and when you lie down, and when you rise up, and when you rise up, and you shall bind them for a sign upon your head, and they shall be for frontlets between your eyes, and you shall write them on the doorposts of your house, and upon your gates, and upon your gates, and you may remember and do all of my commandments, and be holy unto your God, unto your God, unto your God.
We read responsively page 157. In a world torn by violence and pain, a world far from wholeness and peace, give us the courage to say, Adonai, there is one God in heaven and earth.
The high heavens declare your glory, the earth reveal your justice and love.
From bondage in Egypt we were delivered. At Sinai we bound ourselves to your way.
Inspired by prophets and instructed by sages, time and again we overcame oppressive forces.
Though our failings are many and our faults are great, it has been our glory to bear witness to our God, keeping alive in dark ages your vision of a world redeemed.
Let us continue to work for the day when the nations will be one and at peace. Then shall we rejoice as Israel, singing on the shores of the sea.
We sing together the top of page 158.
Mi chamocha vayli Adonai, mi chamocha nedar b'kodesh, nora tehilot, osei velen, mi chamocha vayli Adonai, mi kamocha nedar b'kodesh.
We are not quite yet at the end of our secular year. We have one more Shabbat after this one. But I want you to think back at 2023. Who else is in shock that it's almost 2024? Think back. And I'm sure every single one of us can think of at least one moment in the past year where something happened to make us feel a little unsettled. Whether it be because of fear, whether it be because you watched way too much news beginning in the month of October, whether it be health for yourself, a loved one, a friend, a neighbor, every one of us throughout the past year has had a moment where we needed to dig deep inside to find what our Sukkot Shalom, our shelter of peace, would be for each one of us. So now I want you to think of that moment that helped you create that Sukkot Shalom, that shelter of peace. And focus on that positive moment as we sing together page 160.
Hashkiveinu Adonai Eloheinu l'shalom v'hamidenu shomeinu l'chaim. Hashkiveinu Adonai Eloheinu l'shalom v'hamidenu shomeinu l'chaim. Hashkiveinu Adonai Eloheinu l'shalom v'hamidenu shomeinu l'chaim. Ushmor tzeitzeinu u'oeinu l'chaim u'shalom ve'ata le'ad olam. Hashkiveinu Adonai Eloheinu l'shalom v'hamidenu shomeinu l'chaim. Hashkiveinu Adonai Eloheinu l'shalom v'hamidenu shomeinu l'chaim.
We continue singing the words of Vishamru, page 162.
Vishamru B'nei Yisrael Vishamru et ha-Shabbat La'asot et ha-Shabbat La'asot et ha-Shabbat L'dorotam brit olam Beini uvein v'nei Yisrael Oti le'olam La'asot et ha-Shabbat La'asot et ha-Shabbat La'asot et ha-Shabbat le'olam Ki sheshet yamim asa Adonai et hashamayim ve'et haaretz uvayom hashvi Shabbat vayinafash Vishamru v'nei Yisrael Vishamru et ha-Shabbat La'asot et ha-Shabbat La'asot et ha-Shabbat La'asot et ha-Shabbat le'olam La'asot et ha-Shabbat le'olam.
When I say the word prayer, what's the first word that pops in your head? Yes. Hebrew. Gratitude. Say again. God. Hope. You have another one? Shabbat. My guess is that each one of us prays in our own unique way. Some of us connect, like Eliana said, to the Hebrew, and the fact that we say the same words as Jews all over the world. Some of us connect to the beautiful music, which might transport us to a different place. Some of us connect to the ability to just be together. And some of us might find our own prayers within while also sitting in a community. Whatever you're feeling right now for your definition of prayer, I invite you to find it. As we enter our central prayers of our service, our Amidah, we will chant together on the right-hand side of the page, beginning on page 164, words that have been passed down from generations, reminding us about our stories from the past, our ancestors, the strength that God has, and then looking towards that idea of hope, and that each one of us has the ability to be kadosh, to be holy. So I invite you to find that prayerful space in your soul, in your mind, in your breath now, as we turn together to page 164, and I invite you to please rise. You may be seated. We read together at the top of page 173. May these hours of rest and renewal open our hearts to joy and our minds to truth. May all who struggle find rest on this day. May all who suffer find solace. May all who hurt find healing on this day. May all who despair find purpose. May all who hunger find fulfillment on this day. And may this day fulfill its promise. Baruch atah Adonai, Mekadesh HaShabbat. Page 174.
Ritzei Adonai Eloheinu Me'amecha Yisrael U'tefilatam be'ahava tikaber Tamid avodat Yisrael Yisrael Amecha El Karov Lechol Kol Penei Avadecha V'chol Neinu Shefach Ruchacha Aleinu V'techezena Einenu Yeshuvecha L'Tzion Barachamim Baruch atah Adonai Hamachazir Shechinato
We read together at the top of page 177. God of goodness, we give thanks for the gift of life, wonder beyond words, for the awareness of soul, our light within, for the world around us so filled with beauty, for the richness of the earth which day by day sustains us. For all these and more, we offer thanks. Baruch atah Adonai, hatov shimcha ulecha ne'eh lehodot. We continue singing together, offering prayers of peace, page 178.
Shalom Rav al Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. Shalom Rav al Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. Ki ata tosi leolam.
We pause now for a moment of silent prayer.
Yehiu leratzon imrefi vehegion libi lefanecha. Yehiu leratzon imrefi vehegion libi lefanecha. Adonai Tzuri, Adonai Tzuri, Adonai Tzuri ve'koali. Adonai Tzuri, Adonai Tzuri, Adonai Tzuri ve'koali. Yehiu leratzon imrefi vehegion libi lefanecha. Yehiu leratzon imrefi vehegion libi lefanecha. Adonai Tzuri, Adonai Tzuri, Adonai Tzuri ve'koali. Adonai Tzuri, Adonai Tzuri, Adonai Tzuri ve'koali.
At this moment in our service, we turn our thoughts to those in need of healing, healing of body, healing of spirit, and healing of mind. As a community, we think of Joy Lewis, Lucy Silva, Minna Bat Yentl, Mordecai Bendina, Rowan Hausman, Anna Carlo, Judy Roheim, Frida Tamaro Bat Liba Bela, Menucha Pesa Bat Cherny Umoshe, Gretchen Haynes, Ruby Smolinski, Jennifer Casson, Vicky Furstel, Storm Matthews, Terry Stern, Judith Von Bretnell, Kaylee Barron, Zisel Bat Yentl, David Berman, Harvey Schwartzberg, Maxine Cohn, David Leake, Carol Smolinski, Maureen Corcoran, Barbara Stockner, Janet Gerwich, Danielle Riker, John Curie, Laura Swire, Susan Wasserman, Nevin Rose, Edie Bernard, Larry Zackham, Cindy DeMarco, Sheldon Rosen, James Stockner, Vicki Jenkins, Jack Kunstler, Julie Sternberg, and Paul Schumann. If there are others you are thinking of in need of healing, if you'd like to share their name aloud, I invite you to do so.
David Manship, David Abrams,
those who need healing in Israel. We offer prayers of healing, page 371.
Sheberach avoteinu, Avraham, Yitzchak, v'Yaakov. Mi sheberach imoteinu, Sarah, Rivka, Leah, v'Rachel. May the one who blessed our mothers, may the one who blessed our fathers, hear our prayer, hear our prayer, hear our prayer, hear our prayer, and bless us as well. Bless us with the power of your healing. Bless us with the power of your hope. May the pain and loneliness we're feeling be diminished by the power of your love. Bless us with the vision for tomorrow. Help us to reach out to those in pain. May the warmth of friendship ease our sorrow. Give us courage, give us strength, show us the way. Mi sheberach avoteinu, Sheberach imoteinu, hear our prayer, hear our prayer, hear our prayer, hear our prayer, and bless us as well. Hear our prayer, 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 and bless us as well.
So, funny story. I went back a year on our YouTube page to make sure I didn't do what I'm about to do a year ago when this Torah portion came up this time of year. And the funny part about it is not the fact that I did that and went back a year on our YouTube page, which you too can watch our services from a year ago. But the funny part is a year ago, I also made a comment about how I didn't have my full voice. So maybe it's me and Louisiana and this time of year, where one day I'm freezing in my winter coat, and then the next one my child is outside in a t-shirt dress playing with kinetic sand. So does this happen every winter? Yes. Okay, so every winter at this time, I'm going to expect that my voice will go in and go out, because apparently that's how my body's going to react to what Louisiana calls winter, which is still better than having to scrape ice off my car or shovel snow or any of those things. But I found that very funny, that the same week I lost my voice now, I also lost it a year ago. So I want to teach something before I do what I'm about to do. So when I say the word Talmud, what's the first thing you think about? Study, awesome. Scholar, awesome. Lots of books. It takes up so much space on the bookshelf. Commentary. So Talmud is what we look at to get even more answers to how we ritually do things Jewish. It's broken up into different tractates. They have titles which are called Masechet, fill in the blank. So probably the one that's well known is called Masechet Brachot. It talks about a whole bunch of things. The one that's probably most known is when they're discussing what kind of candles and oil we can use for Shabbat candles, like great rabbis do, go on a tangent to then talk about how we light our Hanukkah menorah. So I think that's probably the most well-known one. So tonight, I want to share with you a lost Talmudic tractate, which has recently been discovered. And it answers the age-old rabbinic question about the appropriate way for Jews to fully accomplish the obligations associated with eating Chinese food on December 24th and 25th. Okay, so the Mishnah goes that our rabbis ask, when does one begin the festive meal of chopsticks? Beit Shammai Omrim, the school of Shammai, say, on the 24th day of the month of December, because one should larutz la'asot mitzvah, run to perform a holy act. But because they always argue, Beit Hillel Omrim, the school of Hillel, say, through the entirety of the night of the 24th and the day of the 25th, it is permitted. But those who wish to embellish their observance wait until the final hours of the 25th, because ma'alin bekedusha velo moridin, we ascend in holiness and we do not descend. But then, of course, there are those who also say that we do it all the time to extend the simcha, to extend the joyous occasion. So the Gemara goes on to say, Tanu Rabbanan, our sages taught that in an earlier saying, Amar Rebbe Szechuan. Okay, I'm glad you're getting there. I'm glad you're getting there. Rabbi Szechuan said, yeah, exactly. I was a man of 70 and had always consumed the Feast of Chopsticks before the end of the first watch on the 24th. Once, he tells the story, I fell asleep while watching The Sound of Music and slept through the entirety of the following next day. Oh, it sounds like a dream. When I woke up on the night of the 25th, my food was still warm. From that day on, I have always followed the teaching of Beit Hillel. And until when does the festive meal satisfy us? Amar Rav said, 1 hour. Shmuel said, half an hour. So then they asked, what do we do with the leftovers? Tashma, come learn this teaching. Amar Rav Shimon. Rav Shimon said, in the name of Rav Yaakov, the tzaddik, Rav Yaakov, the righteous one, we keep them, shene'emar, as it is written, shamor, guard. How? It is preferable that one should use small, square cardboard containers. I did not write this. With wire handles to contain the remainder of the feast, so as to prolong the mitzvah. And what is the mitzvah? The mitzvah is the sacred act of the Feast of Chopsticks. This section goes on for a while in this lost tractate. So after a discussion about whether it is permitted to eat cookies of fortune or if one must eat dessert of a different cuisine, the rabbis then continue. Amar Rabbi Ben. Rabbi Ben said, eat on the 24th so that there will be leftovers, which you must consume before the end of the next day. I don't follow that. It takes me a while to get through my Chinese food. If this is so, are we then not keeping the leftovers beyond the day of the festival? And they say, doesn't matter, there's no contradiction. Here, in the case of finishing the leftovers by the end of the festival, Beit Hillel is in agreement with the ones who say the law is according to the house of Shammai. They agreed. You can eat your leftovers for as long as you want. So then they keep going. Regarding the general rule that Shammai and Hillel, if you have seized a lot, does it apply here? If he wishes that one will not seize a lot, does this not accord more closely with the one who eats less and doesn't have leftovers? Is anyone in the room in that category? Who orders just one dish from the Chinese restaurant? Is he not decrying the glutton who overindulges at this feast, leaving nothing behind? Maybe we have a few of those in the room too, that you eat all of them. No, it does not apply. It does not matter if one orders too much. Then Rav Cho begins his feast on the 25th, and even if he still has leftovers, he continues to eat them. And as they're telling this story, this debate, a bat kol, a heavenly voice, announces, Elu ve'elu ve'elu, divrei Elohim chayim hen velo min hu. Both these and these and these and these are the words of the living God. So however you celebrate your feast of chopsticks, may you be satisfied. Shabbat shalom.
Are you gonna do this again in an hour?
Maybe next year at this time we'll do the discourse about the fortune cookies, because that's pretty good also. Again, I don't get credit. I did not write it. There is a lot of Talmudic parody out there. Many of you know that actually my rabbinic thesis was on Talmud parody and humor in Judaism. So whatever you choose to do on Sunday or Monday, may you celebrate the Feast of Chopsticks if you are a Chinese food eater.
If you keep the little containers, does that bring you into Boxing Day?
Sure. We could go on and on with it, couldn't we? Let us, though, return to our prayer book in order to conclude our service. The words of Aleinu can be found on page 586. I'm going to invite, who's here? Eliana, Milo, Isaac. Did Jacob walk out? Who else? Anybody else want to help us open the ark? We need some hands. Wonderful, wonderful. As they, wait a minute, Eliana. As they open the ark, I invite everybody to please rise. As our prayers draw to a close this Shabbat evening, we turn our thoughts to our loved ones who are no more. Tonight, we remember one who was taken in the past 30 days, Joanne Bender. To her name, we add the name of those who passed away during the past year: Abraham Hutt, Ronald St. Pierre, Josh Yellen, Celestina Kovacevic, Margaret Shaw, Albert Frankel, Jerry Adams, Stephen Zuckerman, Erwin Shabe, Jeannie Samuels, Robert Berenson, Stacy Summer, Alvin Mykoff, John Carlson, Ruth Ann Miller, John Roheim, Barry Burton, Shirley Judge, Betty Simmons, and Lee Kaplan. We also think of those who died at this season in years past and whose family members are observing the Yortzeit, the anniversary of death, on this Shabbat. Emmett Armel, Carl Basham, Stephen Benzman, Hannah Bills, Joshua Bombette, Samuel Brooks, David Daniels, Philip Fishbein, Nina Ginsburg, Sheldon Goldschall, Heyman Horowitz, Florence Cantro, Meyer Kaplan, Florence Kirschner, Jeannie Kober, Herman Lambert, Ann Lampert, Morris Levy, Irving Lewis, Paul Marks, Morris Novick, Ernest Press, that's, how do I pronounce that? Price, thank you. Ernest Price, Belle Reznikoff, Rose Rosenberg, Gerson Saltz, Jack Shabe, Joe Steiner, Joseph Sternberg, Ira Thompson, Lawrence Trahan, Ruth Weil, Lucille Weiner, Pearl Weinstein, Emma Weisenberg, and William Zachem. If there are others you are thinking of, if you'd like to share their names aloud, I invite you to do so. For all the names we heard aloud, those whom we hold in our hearts, and those who have died because of war in Israel, we offer prayers of mourners, Kaddish, page 598, and I invite you to rise if you wish. Yitgadal v'yitkadash shemei Rabbah, be'alma divrach hirotei v'yamlich malchutei, v'chayechon v'yomechon uv'chayei dekol beit Yisrael, ba'agala uv'izman kariv v'imru. Amen. Yahei shmei Rabbah mevarach le'olam olamei almaya, yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitpa'ar v'yitroman v'yitnaseh, v'yitadar v'yitaleh v'yitalal shemeit kudesha barichu, le'ela min kol birchata v'shirata, tushbechata v'nechemata, ta'amiran be'alma v'imru. Amen. Yahei shlama Rabbah min shemaya, v'chaim alinu ve'al kol Yisrael v'imru. Amen. Osei shalom b'mromav, hu ya'aseh shalom, alinu ve'al kol Yisrael v'imru. Amen. Zikro nam livracha, may all their memories be for a blessing. As together we say, Amen. You may be seated as I invite Julie, representing our board, to share some announcements.
Thank you. Shabbat shalom. Thank you for joining us tonight for services, and a big thank you to Joey and Michael Roth for enhancing our services with their beautiful music. Tomorrow morning, there will be Torah study in the social hall and on Zoom at 9:30, Minyan in the green room at 10, services in the sanctuary and on YouTube at 10:30. Tomorrow night, there is a virtual Havdalah at 7:30 with the Saxey family. The UJCBR offices will be closed on December 24th through 26th. Tickets are now on sale for the Baton Rouge Jewish Film Festival, which will be January 10th through 14th. We have more information if you need that. Mark your calendars now for the UJCBR annual meeting on January 21st at 2 p.m. in our social hall. For more details about these events and more, please go to our website or refer to the weekly announcements. Shabbat Shalom.
Thank you. Although our offices will be closed, I am always reachable, so if any emergencies come up, please know that you can always reach me on my cell phone. What are we closing with tonight? Not Freebird? No?
Little Skinner.
We're going to offer a little bit more prayers of peace to the world while we sing Oseh Shalom.
Oseh Shalom b'mamah, Hu yaseh Shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael, ve'imru amen. Yaseh Shalom, Yaseh Shalom, Shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael, Yaseh Shalom, Yaseh Shalom, Shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael. Yaseh Shalom, Yaseh Shalom, Shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael. Yaseh Shalom, Yaseh Shalom, Shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael. Yaseh Shalom. Shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael.
I know some of us already ate together, but just in case some of us are going out to drink or eat more, let us conclude our service tonight with a little kiddush and a little motzi. Jacob, will you just hold it for me?
I'll hold it too.
You want to hold it? No? Then I'm going to, Joey, you're going to hold it.
All right, I got you.
It's in our prayer book on page. There's been a request to sing Hatikva before we do Kiddush and Motzi, so I invite you to turn to page, who said that? 678. I'm going to invite you to rise. We'll sing Hatikva, then we'll go to page 123 for Kiddush and Motzi. Is this something you want to lead or you want me to? Oh, look at this.
Kol ba'leva memima, nefesh Yehudi homiya, levatem Mizrach kadima, ayin letzion Sophia. Olam hatikvateinu, hatikvat shnot alpayim, liyotam chofshim be'artzeinu, Eretz Zion Yerushalayim, liyotam chofshim be'artzeinu, Eretz Zion Yerushalayim.
I invite us now to turn to page 123, and as we've just sung Hatikva and we are thinking about those in Israel who maybe are not allowed or could not be around their own Shabbat tables, let's honor them with our Kiddush. I'm going to have you hold it, and then we'll all join together. No, you're good. We join together. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, borei
Elohim kilanu, zikaro lemase v'reishit, ki hu yom techilat mitzrayei kodesh, zecher letziat Mitzrayim, kivanu v'charta, v'yatanu kidasha, v'nohamim, v'shavat kodshecha, v'yahavahu ratzon, inchaltanu. Baruch atah Adonai, mekadesh Shabbat.
Do you care? It's fine. L'chaim. L'chaim. I don't know, I feel like I should always ask the parents before. I'm like, here, have some wine. Everybody who helped open the ark, you want to come back up? And Jacob, you want to join us? A little more pep in your step, Baruch
Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, hamotzi lechem min haaretz. Amen.
Shabbat shalom.
Shabbat shalom.
Wait, who wants to be the first grown-up to get up?
Milo, get him. Get him, Milo. Get him, Milo.
Please come to the
Hand me the iPod, I was thinking.
I know. Susan, we can't let him leave next year. Thank you. It's very dry in here. Or maybe it's just, yeah. The sanctuary was singing, and you listened to Thank you for helping at the beginning. Of course.
Thank you for making that. Thank you. Yeah, now I've got this craving. Or should I say I'm again for Chinese food? Yeah, that would be mixing my metaphors.
There. It's hard to lead a group of people. Yeah. When I have other people that
I did like to play an acoustic. I've never played one.
I've never played an electric guitar, so I don't know. I'm sure you could pick one up and play one. It's nice to see you.
Thank you,
All right?
thank you.
Mazel tov, 59 years. You deserve a prize. I mean, you both deserve a prize. I think that's called the bridge. I think that's called the bridge. Oftentimes made from similar material.
Do you know how to play the instruments?
No.
Not too late to start.
Maybe a drink. I don't know.
Not too late.
I have no talent in that area. One of these things is hardcore.
This is called a capo. That you play the same song in a higher key. But you raise the key. Which is helpful. Sure. Smooth, right? Right. Really see finish. I love the wood on the back of it.
shimmer too. They look so light. Do you ever play any metal songs? I'm not, but I know you do. Take care. Keep practicing. Oh, and you'll be clap on the beat. Does it sound? Well, and you can play the guitar. You never know.
8 Sunny D's and then a big orange juice bottle will be in more. I mean, she has. Yeah, she doesn't use the hockey gun so well, so we can't see that. And then we lit it on the last one. But we put like, we let her light it on. Yeah. Thanksgiving cup? Yeah.
Saturday was a long day.
Yes, yes.
should be a rosin.
There should be a rosin behind it.
Okay. I'm gonna write that and make sure it gets.
That's why my middle name is Louise.
That's why I wanted to ask, because it is possible that I just read it wrong, but no, it's missing.
Thank you. It's a wonderful service. You heard the idea for a pre-neg or O-neg next year?
Chinese food. So the colleague who sent me the copy that I used for today said that the Friday closest to Christmas, they have Chinese food, and she uses this every year. It's like become a
Did
tradition
I
for
read
them.
that next year, Kislev and December are about the same?
The first night of Hanukkah is December 25th next year.
That's,
Yeah,
so, we could really do something with that.
yeah.
You know, if you fry the wine.
Yeah. An egg roll. Oh wait, this is Joey's. This is mine, I think.
Mommy,
Is it hot in here?
Mommy, can I do this?
Sure.